Today on Tabletop Titans, in a blend of old and new, the Space Wolves take to the field once again, featuring a classic old-school collection alongside some fresh new arrivals. Meanwhile, a Vanguard detachment of Tyranids invades the snowy landscape, slithering and skittering between the shadows like the villains they truly are. Boasts will be made,
It's me.
heroes will rise and fall,
Murder face.
and the mettle of a warrior will be tested
Surprise.
in this hilarious yet epic showdown
I'm done the free.
of wolves versus Tyranids. Welcome to Tabletop Titans.
Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40,000. My name is Adrian, and I'm joined today by Brian, Lil B, and today we're debuting the brand new Space Wolf book. It is beautiful, it is bold, and it is dangerous. I myself will be taking the reins of the wolves for today, though you can bet that Mel is hot on my heels with her own devouring wolves. Of course, if you want to stay up to date on everything that's happening on the channel, hit that like, subscribe, and ding that bell to get notified of all of our Space Wolfy goodness. There's going to be a whole heck of a lot of it in the next couple weeks.
Well folks, today I get to try out the brand new Space Wolves book, starting off with the Saga of the Bold. This is a detachment that's all about character units, and it is a ton of fun. Let's dig into it, starting off with my Warlord, who is a Ragnar Blackmane. He's had some interesting changes, where in this case, he's going to be joining a unit of 20 Blood Claws, giving them rerolls to wound all the time in melee. Check out these sweet retro Blood Claws. Next up, we've got a Wolfguard Battle Leader, the new model with Hammer and Shield, joining a unit of 10 Grey Hunters. I really like these guys. They've got extra OC guns, and of course, are going to be able to reroll all wounds in shooting and combat, as long as the enemy's on an objective. They themselves will be riding around in a Land Raider Redeemer for some transport capacity and flamers. When we have the brand new Wolf Priest joining a unit of 6 Head Takers with 6 Wolves. They're going to be picking a target at the start of the game and will be getting precision and devastating wounds against them. Moving down the list, we've got Bjorn the Fell-Handed. He still gives us a CP each and every turn. And we've got Murder Frank himself. While he does not fight infinitely, I think he's still quite spicy, especially in this detachment. We've got 2 Wolf and Dreads as well, both with Axe and Shield. I am surprised and relieved to see that they made it into the book. And we've got 2 units of 5 Fenrisian Wolves, in my opinion, newly improved. They have the reactive move, but more importantly, if they're within 6 inches of a character, they actually have OC, which means they can do actions. Finally, we have a unit of 5 scouts for some uppy downy, and we have a lieutenant with combi weapon for some early game scoring. I am extremely excited to be trying out these new units, especially the updated Blood Claws and the updated Grey Hunters. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by the Baron of Dice. Whether you're playing the Awoos or the Nids, the Baron of Dice has you covered. He has dice that are perfect for any army that you can imagine across many different game systems. Whether you're playing MCP or Legion, Trench Crusade, or even Warhammer or Sigmar, you'll find some dice that could be perfect for your army. Check out the link below, and don't forget there's 15% off during the 4-year anniversary, so act now before it's too late. Facing off against the bold and brave Space Wolves, we have the nefarious Tyranids, a great litmus test for a brand new army. This is going to be the Vanguard Onslaught led by Lil B, and he has 2 Brood Lords, one of which has the Stalker upgrade, and they'll be both joining their own unit of 10 Gene Stealers. Remember, in this detachment, the Vanguard units are going to be able to advance and charge, so he's really going to keep me honest. We have the Death Leaper, of course, with his Flesh Cape making an appearance, and Little B's Warlord, a Hive Tyrant on foot. We also have a single unit of 6 melee Tyranid Warriors, joined by a Winged Tyranid Prime. He importantly gives them the Vanguard keyword and has the Chameleonic upgrade. For scoring purposes, we have a Neurolictor who can try to battle shock me at the start of Brian's turn. We have a regular Lictor for scoring, and we have a Moloch because he's feeling particularly saucy today. For battle line, we have a unit of 10 Hormigons and a 10 Gargoyles, as always. And for fire support, we have 2 Exocrines. Their flat 3 damage is going to be very scary for some of my elite units. Last but certainly not least, he has 2 units of 6 Von Ryan's Leaper. The ability to advance and charge and the ability to fight first is going to make them a real threat for my mostly melee army. Very excited to be playing the new Space Wolves today. Let us know who you're rooting for, and honestly, who do you think will win? Today we're playing with tipping point deployment zones and are trying out a brand new mission, Hidden Supplies. This used to be a mission rule, but has now been broken out on its lonesome, which we think is a great change. In this mission, you score 5 victory points for holding 1 objective in the middle, another 5 for a second, and another 5 for holding more than your opponent. Now, while the twists are pretty absurdly game-changing, we wanted to try one today, so we're using Lords of War, which grants +3 attacks to all of your Warlords profiles. Reasonable? Absolutely not, but I'm sure it'll be a ton of fun today, benefiting Ragnar on my side and the Hive Tyrant on Lil B's.
And there we have it, the Space Wolves versus the Tyranids. I'm excited. First day with the new book, first day with the new missions. I don't have anything in reserve. I do have a unit of Grey Hunters with Wolfguard Battle Leader in the Land Raider Redeemer. Everyone else is on the board. And before I forget, I do have a Combi Lieutenant that's going to go ahead and mark this objective to give me reroll wound rolls of 1.
Yeah, that's my objective.
It's going to be mine soon. I'm taking it. What about you, Brian?
On my side, I do have a Lictor starting off the table, as well as a unit of Gargoyles, and then, of course, the Moloch.
Oh, the Moloch!
Which you're not ready for.
You're wild, and I love it. Well, I think it's time to put all this to the test. We, of course, have our Baron of Dice today. It's going to be Adrian with Space Wolf dice.
Brian with the Tyranids.
Whoever rolls highest has to go first. Oh, no! Good luck.
Have fun.
Let's do this thing.
I'm going to go ahead and move out these Gene Stealers for their scout move.
And of course, we have our start of battle abilities to pick. We talked about the Combi Lieutenant. I have my Head Taker's ability, which is going to give me precision and devastating wounds against one of your targets. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Gene Stealers in the back. If I manage to kill them, this will relocate to a different unit. Your other units are just too sneaky. They could just run away and hide. So that's it for me. I think you also.
I do, yeah. And funny enough, with that same unit you just marked, I get to choose a unit to mark because he has the Stalker enhancement on that Broodlord, and he's going to choose the big brick of
Blood Claws?
Blood Claws, yeah. So, he will have +1 to hit and wound to them.
That sounds about right. I'm very excited about Ragnar and his band of 20 Blood Claws.
Yeah, it's kind of absurd.
Oh, they're just a bunch of bros. What can I say? Awesome. With that, we're off to the races. We're going to draw our first secondaries of the Armageddon mission pack. Right, established locus and no prisoners. These, for our purposes, are remaining the same as before. If you had fixed, it's a little bit different. But established locusts, of course, perform an action within 6 inches of the center for 2 points, or in your deployment zone for a big 4 points. And then, of course, no prisoners is kill enemy units, 2 points each, up to 5. I don't feel super confident about that, but hey, I could do a lot worse in turn 1. So we'll hang on to them. We will get on into it. We'll get our first CP. I will get 2 CP because Bjorn is a tactical genius. His Vect aura has now moved to Logan Grimnar, which is appropriate. But I mean, a CP every turn is
pretty good.
it's not too bad. For the Oath target, we're going to go ahead and pick these Von Ryan's Leapers over here. It's more of a defensive Oath in case you send them on in. Plan for the turn, we're going to go ahead and advance up all of our Wolfen Dreads, including Bjorn, get them upstage in the midfield and on the objectives. The Blood Claws could advance and charge, but we're kind of far away, so they are going to advance up over here in front of these ruins. And we might go ahead and stage some of our Fenrisian Wolves as well. On this side, we're mostly just scooching on up. We'll bring the Land Raider Redeemer a bit around in the corner, so we have some scary overwatch. And we can go ahead and scooch into these ruins right up against it. We have the Head Takers and their Fenrisian Wolves that are now separate units, so they can go their own separate ways. That's going to do it for movement. On to shooting. We are, of course, going to go ahead and establish Locus in the middle. And that concludes our entire turn. We can go ahead and score it on up, see what we got. It's going to be a small Locus for 2 points there. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of no prisoners. It's not going to give me any CP, though, because we've already got one from Bjorn. Before we pass it on over, we're going to see if Brian wants to pick up any of his sneaky units.
I think I'm going to hold off for now. I will not be picking anything up. It might be a little too early to do that, I think.
Yeah, checks out. With that, let's take it over to the Tyranids.
Tyranids. So taking it into the Tyranids turn 1, looking at my secondaries, of course, I drew no prisoners and overwhelming force. So no prisoners, same as what Adrian did. I need to just kill units, 2 points for each one I kill. Then overwhelming force is kill things that started on objectives, 3 points for each one, up to 5 total.
I have units.
There are units on objectives. Not going to be the easiest thing to assail.
No.
So I have to imagine that'll just be an extra CP at the end of my turn. But you know, we'll have to see how things go. Plan for the turn. I do have advance and charge on all of my Vanguard units. So these Von Ryan Leapers are probably going to try to charge into your Blood Claws over here, just to try to soften them up a little bit, because that's a lot of angry dudes.
The bros are ready.
I don't really know how to handle. So we'll try to send them over there first.
There.
We're going to shuffle some of these units around, stage behind this building. I really want to avoid getting murdered by this Redeemer next turn, which basically guarantees I can't really hold this objective because I don't have a good way to deal with it at the moment, unfortunately. So I'll give up a little bit of the primary. We'll try to make up for it in the later games. I did go second, so that's a good bonus for me. But everything else is just going to kind of shimmy around. I might send these two, the Execrane and the Tyrant out here if they advance big enough to potentially get shots onto the Redeemer, because of course the Tyrant is the Warlord, which means he gets +3 attacks to all of his weapons, which includes his gun.
That's ridiculous.
So 3 plus D3 shots is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the plan. Let's see how it goes.
Awesome, let's get into it.
That's going to do it for my movement phase. There wasn't a ton going on, like I mentioned. We can jump right into the shooting phase. Again, not a ton going on. Actually, 0 things happening. The Tyrant didn't quite make it far enough out on the advance, so the Exocrine had no place to sit behind him while also being able to shoot. So because of that, there's no reason to expose the Tyrant. So we'll just take it right into the charge phase. I have 1 charge, as I mentioned. We're going to have the Von Ryan's Leapers go into the Blood Claws. Here we go.
Let's go. Hup.
7.
Nice. Very much in.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, of course, we have to heroic intervene for 1 CP. It's going to be good old Bjorn going on in. Ooh! Yeah.
Nice. Starting off the fight phase, I'm obviously going to activate my Von Ryan's Leapers. I am going to spend 1 command point for Surprise Assault.
Surprise!
So what this means is my unit will get +1 to hit, and you have to take a Battle Shock test. Now, if you fail this Battle Shock test, I also get +1 to wound.
No, we're fine.
And of course, this is going to be on the Blood Claw unit.
Blood Claws, let's go. Come on, Ragnar.
Oh, that's a good start.
That's a great start. Yeah, okay, but you are still going to be +1 to hit.
I am still +1 to hit here. So this is going to be 15 of my 30 attacks going into the Blood Claws. I will have 6 more going into Bjorn after this.
Okay, you got it.
This is on to the Blood Claws. Hang on,
I mean, hey.
That's a pretty good start.
Right.
And then these are strength 5, so I'm wounding you on 3s here. The +1 to wound would have been real nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
7 4-ups. Huh! We're going to lose a couple guys.
Okay. Look, we got 15 more coming in. These will wound you on 3s.
Oh my gosh, what is that wound
real
roll?
Bad. So only 5 here. AP 1.
4s again. Let's go. You get 1.5 more guys.
Well.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
That was atrocious.
Look, we got more attacks though. Here we go into Bjorn.
Yeah, no problem.
Hitting you on 2s.
Yes.
Excellent, they'll hit. And then I'm only strength 5. I assume your toughness
9.
Oh,
5.
Okay. So 5s. Just 1, AP 1.
It'll be a 3-up. Hiya! Oh. Over to the Blood Claws. Now, their native ability is to be able to advance and charge. However, when Ragnar joins them, he gives them reroll all wounds.
Oh, lovely.
So you're my oath target, rerolling hits, and also rerolling wounds. Here's the first of my 44 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling.
1 eternity later.
Here we go. 24 saves, 5 ups. I made some number.
You did.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 is alive on 2.
Perfect.
Easy.
Ragnar is my warlord, so I've got 8 attacks +3 with Frostfang, baby. 2's rerolling sustained. Sustained! No!
This is absurd.
This is 3's rerolling. I should have done him first.
Are these deaf or anything?
No, just AP3 for 2.
Oh, just AP3, he says. 14, these are 6 up in bowls. I have 2 wounds left.
No problem.
So I make every single one of them, otherwise I die.
You're fine.
I'm dead.
Okay, we go. Ragnar! Good time to talk about the detachment ability. This is, of course, my boasts. Now, while all the Space Wolf detachments have a saga you're trying to complete, this one is about getting 3 of my boasts completed. We've just completed one right here, which is called Your Hide as a Trophy. So we appropriately have these Von Ryan Leapers as trophies now. And this is, in order to do this, we have to kill a oath target. And so that is 1 out of the 3 we need to unlock our saga, which will give us a reroll a hit, a wound, or a damage for all of our units, not just the characters.
So jumping into the scoring for the Tyranids, I have completed neither one of my secondaries.
No, not quite.
Which means I think I'm just going to get rid of both of them. Because Adrian just has too much control over what happens with those 2. So I'll get rid of them, get up to 2 command points at the end of my turn.
Easy. And before we pass it on over, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my unit of scouts. Whoosh, disappearing into the shadows. Top of 2, it's the Space Owls! We will each get a CP. I'm going to get 2 CP.
Yeah, you are.
I'm up to 4 now, thanks to Bjorn. We've got Overwhelming Force and Engage on All Fronts. These are, same as before, just kill things on objectives for 3 points up to 5 for Overwhelming Force. And then Engage is being in table quarters. The one exception is now you get credit for doing a little baby engage, just 2 quarters. Overwhelming Force is pretty tough. You have mostly things that fight first or could intervene or way far behind walls, so we're gonna get rid of that. And instead, Sabotage! It's beautiful. Now, while Sabotage does remain unchanged, there's an important change in the mission pack itself. You may discard your secondary cards. You only get a CP if you discard in your turn, but this basically makes it so that you're not double punished if you fail one of those action secondaries. So, totally good with that. We can Sabotage somewhere in this little L here. So, we'll stick with that. We can go to some primary, and we are going to score it as follows. We are holding one objective in No Man's Land for 5 points. We're holding a second objective in No Man's Land for 5 points. And I am holding more objectives than Brian this turn, so big 15 on the primary. Plan for the turn, I think, is got to play pretty defensive. We are going to try to advance the Fenrisian wolves. If we're lucky, they'll get into this table quarter, but otherwise they're just kind of standing in front of you with a wall of furry flesh. We'll have the Land Raider Redeemer advance over here. Again, I can't reach Brian, I can't see Brian, but I can be ready to overwatch him in his turn and just present a general threat. And I think we'll be kind of scooching ourselves, consolidating onto the objective in the midfield while our home base remains as is, ready to go in when we get a secondary that actually incentivizes it. That is the plan for the turn. As far as Oath of Moment targets, I think this is yet again going to be a defensive oath. We're going to go ahead and oath the unit right here, the Gene Stealers, because they're very scary and they go really quickly. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I will also note I have completed my second boast. It's hold the line. Just hold an objective outside of your deployment zone and you can boast about it.
Seems pretty easy, yeah.
we're like setting up the bar just barely above the ground. We're stepping over it and we're patting ourselves on the back for it. Nicely done. So we're one boast away from unlocking our saga. I think let's go ahead and get moving. We're gonna toss an advance on the Fenrisian wolves. No, so much for that plan. Fenrisian wolves just stepping up into the ruins. Shooting phase, we of course have the Wolfendread that is just tipping-toeing onto the piece of terrain to sabotage. And look, that's actually my whole turn. So we can score it on up and see. We are working on sabotage. We have gotten engaged on 3 fronts for 2 points. And we'll ask Mr. Brian if you'd like to pick anyone up.
I would like to pick up a unit. Now, I can pick up to 2 Invader units or 1 Tyranids infantry unit. I'm only going to pick up my Von Ryan's Leapers, even though I could do a second one. Those are the only ones that I'm going to actually pick up, just because the Gene Stealers are in an okay spot, a pretty good spot actually, to get charges next turn. Totally. They are in a very precarious spot because the Overwatch from the Redeemer, of course, could just kill the whole unit before I get to do anything with them. So I think I'll pick them up. Dang it! And then that'll be it.
All right, sounds great.
2 nudes, turn 2. I do have a couple of command phase things to do finally. First things first, the Neurolictor, he says, hey look, you're way too close to me. I need to take a battle shock test. Please and thank you.
I'm looking for a 6 on the Redeemer, otherwise I can't overwatch. 7.
Okay. I think that actually probably was the only command phase things to do. I'm not going to use my Shadow on the Warp yet. It seems kind of silly to do that. It's too early in the day for that. But we can go ahead and take a look at a couple of these secondaries.
Absolutely.
Which is going to be Assassinate and Secure No Man's Land. So these are actually just the same as they were before. So Secure No Man's Land, hold 1, hold 2 No Man's Land, 2 points or 5 points if you hold 2 of them. And then Assassinate is just kill a character for 5 points. Okay. I'm kind of awkwardly good at killing characters with this army because I can give precision to a unit. So it is, of course, always doable. I just need to not die to the Overwatch.
Exactly.
Jumping into primary, I'm only going to be getting 5 points because, of course, I only hold 1 objective in No Man's Land. Look, we're going to make up for it in the latter half of the game. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You got bomb turn.
You got bomb turn. Exactly.
You're fine.
That said, though, we can now jump into the movement phase.
Let's do it.
Plan for the turn. We're going to go ahead and just... The Redeemer is very, very scary here. These Gene Stealers basically are not going to go anywhere.
Don't move.
Because even if I rolled a big advance, it's a very long charge to get to any of the juicier targets behind me, or excuse me, behind all of Adrian's Dreadnoughts. We're going to try to get guns onto this Redeemer, however. So we're going to make sure that the Tyrant, he can already see, but we'll make sure that Tyrant's in range of both the Exocrines. That way I can get the lethal from those. And then I have a charge from behind the wall into the Redeemer. So that way, hopefully, it'll be damaged enough that the Dev wounds can kind of plink down the rest of the remaining wounds. And then probably just, again, staging for next turn. I will try to get the Hormagaunts into the dogs in the middle because they are battle line that can advance and charge naturally, and they have OC2. So a pretty easy trade for me there that Adrian doesn't really want to have to dedicate anything to. So seems fairly reasonable. I do have stuff off the table in reserves. Leading off my shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and start with the Exocrine here. We're just going to put all of my shots into the Redeemer.
We're gonna pop smoke, hit that button. everywhere.
So it's going to be D6 plus 3. Here we go.
You got it.
It's 4. It's 4 shots. I'm hitting you on 4s.
No problem.
Okay.
Don't look, don't look.
Need a 5 here.
Oh.
Excellent. Now, this does mean the rest of my units can reroll 1s hit now.
There we go.
That's what we did.
That was merely the tracer fire execrete.
Exactly. So execrete the second. We'll do the same thing. D6 plus 3.
Oh, warming up. Let's go.
9 shots hitting you on 4 soak of smoke, but 6s are lethal, and I'm rerolling 1s.
Well,
Reroll 1s. Okay. Then these will wound you on 5s. How about 4?
I like it.
At AP
3.
3.
Down to 2.
Down to 2.
4s.
Oh, that's 6 damage.
Okay. Down to 10.
And then now is the Tyrant, the Hive Tyrant. He's going to be shooting also. And he is my Warlord, which means he gets 3 extra shots. Crazy. Plus D3, because that's just the gun. So 4 shots, hitting you on 3s now, rerolling 1s. 6s are lethal. The 2 sucks.
This was all made for him.
And then 5s.
It was not made for him.
It's not made for him.
Oh.
Well, now the Gene Stealers are going to have a tough time.
Look, they can do 10 wins.
I believe in them. That's going to do it for the shooting phase. Not a whole lot to be said for that. However, we do have charges to declare. The first one that I'm going to start with is, of course, going to be my Hormagaunts into the Dogs. Here we go.
Don't you dare. Oh,
nice.
Nice.
Is that too big of a charge?
I think you'll be okay if you do front guys to front. Unfortunately, you charge in a way I can't really intervene, so yeah, have at it.
Next up, we're going to go ahead and do the Gene Stealers into the Redeemer.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Big money. Hey, I'll do it.
Right, go. Kicking off the fight phase, we're going to go ahead and start with the Hormagaunts because you're unlikely to interrupt, but you do have an interrupt available. Should you so choose.
It is tempting, actually. It really is.
So I have 3 guys who are not going to be fighting. So this will be 7 of them into the Dogs, and I am within synapse range. The Broodlord, so I can get +1 strength here.
Love it.
So hitting you on 4s, and then wounding you on 4s as well. Okay.
Nice.
And then 4s here again.
Hup. That was good. Wow.
That was good for one of us.
What the heck, Brian? AP here?
AP 1.
Okay, well that will kill 3 dogs.
Okay.
So,
but not 5 dogs.
I think you have not quite.
Not 5 dogs.
Oh my gosh. Next up, we got the fight into the Land Raider.
Yes. So let's start with the Gene Stealers first, I suppose. Yeah. So hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Wounding on 6s.
Rerolling 1s, but 6s are devastating.
Oh, 4? You're almost
4.
halfway there.
And then reroll these 1s here.
Nice. Oh, wow. No, I cursed him. He's down to 4 wounds.
Okay. So
second half?
Here we go.
Bah.
2s, rerolling 1s. And then these will wound you on 6s, same as before.
Just looking for 4 6s here. Wow! Oh my gosh! A shout out to today's sponsor, the Baron of Dice. Wow! You just iced him.
I was super skeptical I was going to do anything with this unit.
That was 12 mortal wounds before the Patriarch.
That's crazy.
Wow! Do I take you down with me?
Yeah, you do.
Let's go. Goes quietly. We've got 11 Grey Hunters inside. Let's see if they wore the seatbelts. One of them didn't. Oh, you snarf. Some Scandinavian person in chat, let us know. What's a good Viking name?
Snarfistan.
He's a Thundercat. Well, that leaves us with the Fenrisian wolves going back into your little wolves. So this is going to be 3 attacks each on a 4s. Okay.
Toughness 3.
Strength 4, so 3s. Oh, dang.
Nice.
Well, fair is fair, I suppose. Cool, that's all the fights I've got.
So taking it to scoring for the T-Nids, I will be getting Secure No Man's Land for 5. Because though Adrian is on the objective with that unit that just came out of the Land Raider, they are battle shocked, of course.
Correct.
So I have 2 objectives in No Man's Land, and then Assassinate I did not get. I'm hesitant to keep it. I think I will just get rid of it to get the extra CP here.
Fair is fair. CP very important in this matchup. I will also then go ahead and pick up my unit of scouts as always.
Oh yeah.
You pick them up, you put them down. It's not a lot, but it's their life. It is the Space Awoos turn 3. Into the command phase, time to do a number of different things. Now you'll note that I am ahead by at least 6 or more points, which means we are now going to go ahead and actually have our first challenger. Brian, you have officially become the first challenger of Armageddon.
It's me.
It's a me. Of course, we all saw this one coming. What this means is during Brian's turn, he's going to draw a card from the Challenger deck. It's going to come with a single card that on the top half has a free stratagem that's bespoke to kind of get you out of jail. Or there is a little baby secondary that scores a few points, but they're generally pretty easy to do. So that'll happen in your command phase. We'll see what happens. Worth noting, of course, if you, regardless of the end of your turn, you discard them, whether you completed it or not.
Yep.
So now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and draw some secondaries for the Space Awoos. It's going to be Area Denial and Display of Might. Okay, so Area Denial, same as before, be within 3 of the center, have Brian not be within 3, ideally not within 6. The Death Leaper is going to cause a problem for that, and I already know I need to deal with the Hormigons. So that's easy. Display of Might is a new one. Basically, you need to have more units than your opponent outside of your deployment zone. So we're going to go ahead and count up the units real quick, see what we got. So it looks like I have 8 units on the board in the middle right now. You currently have 7. There are, of course, rapid ingresses. There's reactive moves, lots of weird, tricky things. But I think I'm going to stick with it because if I can at least remove 1 or 2 units, we'll be in a good spot. I'll keep Area Denial, although I don't love it. I feel confident I can at least get a small Area Denial in the middle.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. With that, I do have Battle Shocks. I do have the Fenrisian Wolves, and rather than try to roll an 8, I'm just gonna auto pass it, frankly, because I really need to throw something in the middle that I don't care about, and that's like the only thing left.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So we'll spend that CP down to 4. Now, because of the Hormigon's Valiant play into the middle, I am still holding 2 in the middle, but I'm not holding more than Brian, so that's gonna be 10 points on the primary. So I think this turn, we still need to be a little bit tentative. I really wanna go in, but you have so much fight first and weird stuff. The plan for the turn is just to go ahead and oath the Gene Stealers here, send in the Grey Hunters, hopefully clean them up. If I do kill them, that will complete my boasts, which will be nice. And then we're gonna try to clean up the Hormigons here, as we mentioned, and just kind of stage 1 more turn. We will bring the Head Takers over to this corner of the ruin, and perhaps scoot over the Wolves to somewhere else. The Venerable Dread over here, the Wolfen Dread, is gonna go ahead and jump on in to help with the fight against the Gene Stealers. And an important one, we're gonna go ahead and scooch up the Blood Claws just a little bit. I do have a stratagem to be able to intervene even if someone does not charge, so I want to make sure that if Brian tries to get saucy and just toe onto this objective, I can just pile on into him. That's my movement. Do you want to rapid ingress anything?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. And this might sound weird, but I'm going to rapid the Gargoyles onto my home objective.
Nice, nice, nice.
Because that'll let me uppy downy the Warriors if I so choose, because they're the only thing currently on my home objective.
Checks out. Moving on to shooting, we have some Hormigons to clear out, so let's get started on it. We've got a Wolfen Dread who's going to toss his Heavy Flamer into there. D6 shots, 3.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent. This is going to be, of course, on 3s. AP1, ignore cover.
Here is 6s. You kill 2 of them.
Good start. Murder Fang himself also has a Heavy Flamer. 2, 3s. 1 more AP1.
6 up. Kills another one.
He's got a Storm Bolter. Dagga, 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 dagga. 4s. None. Bjorn with Heavy Flamer. 4. Oh, yes. 3s.
Ooh.
Nice. 3 more.
6s.
Yeah.
6s. Hey.
Yeah, beautiful.
You kill 2.
That is that. Over here, we've got the Grey Hunters that could shoot into the Gene Stealers. Now, they do have Cunning Hunters. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, reroll a wound roll of 1. If the target's within range of an objective marker, you can reroll the wound instead. So it's full rerolls to hit because of Oath and wounds because of this roll. And they also are all specialized. They all carry their own bolter along with their chainsword. So this is going to be 30 shots.
With full rerolls, huh?
This is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
15 2 times, 3s, rerolling.
1,000,000 zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
So 3.5 are already dead. So these are 4-ups. So that is 4, 5 die.
Good roll.
That was a great roll.
With the shooting phase done, it is charge o'clock. We're going to go ahead and throw in this Wolfen Dread into the Hormigons. 7. Beautiful. We're going to take the Grey Hunters into the Gene Stealers. Good thing we didn't move.
I'm going to spend a CP on the charge from the Grey Hunter, so that way this Exocrine here can shoot. So D6 plus 3 shots. Blast!
Blast!
7, 8, 9.
Plus 2 blast.
3, 6, 9. Now, of course, it's only 6s, but 6s are lethal because of the Tyrant.
Classic.
Well, how about 1 at AP3?
Okay. Looking for a 6 here. Okay. I honestly thought I was going to make it. That's it for the charge phase. Let's get fighting. We have, of course, 2 combats here and here. We're naturally going to start over yonder. Would you like to hypnotize me?
Oh, yeah. I will go ahead and give you -1 to hit.
Sound fantastic. Grey Hunters, hitting on 4s now. Full rerolls with Oath sustained.
Sustain.
Let's go.
Oh, sustain.
Oh. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s, but rerolling everything because of our Hunter ability.
So these are 5-ups on the Gene Stealers.
19 saves.
Here we go. The first 10. I made 3, so I can do the next 3.
Okay.
5-ups. So all the Gene Stealers are dead.
My gosh.
Which means now I can do the rest on the Broodlord. These are 4-ups. He will take 3.
Okay.
And he is down to 3.
Legend. Now I want the glory of the kill, obviously, to go to my Wolfguard battle leader. And he has Braggart's Steel. And you, sir, are a braggart.
Want to run that by me again?
Actually, I think I'm the braggart. So this is an enhancement that's going to give him +2 strength. However, if his unit has achieved 1 or more boast, he'll also get +1 damage. Now, the boasts are weird. You can complete boasts that you've already completed. You just they don't contribute to the sagas, basically. So they did do the
stand in a place and hold the objective.
Yeah, they held the line.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So of course you can +1 damage. It's great. All right, here we go.
Naturally, of course.
Naturally. So this is going to be hitting on 3s going to 4s. Rerolling. Sustain.
Sustain.
This is a Thunderhammer. So it's on 2s. That's
enough. This is dead?
3 dead right there.
Yeah, so he's dead.
He smushed him. Yes! With that, I have completed Slay Them All, another of my boasts. Which means I completed my saga! Hey! Which means now my whole army can reroll a hit, a wound, or a damage. Moving over, we've got the murdering of the Hormagaunts.
Yeesh.
This is 12 attacks on 3s. We're doing sweeps, of course. Let's go.
Oh! Yeah, the dream is alive!
That is actually, I literally cannot kill this unit right now. And except, I can reroll one of these.
Oh, because you activated the trap card.
Aha!
Free reroll
It's
first.
fine. Yes!
Okay.
Everything has to go through. This is 2s. And I get to, no, it's either or.
What's the AP on
this? It's AP2. You have 5 guys.
So you should CP.
I have to. Dang it, 3 CP.
1s into 1s, baby.
This feels not
1s
heroic
into
at all. Let's see the 1, baby. Oh,
okay.
That was embarrassing.
That was pretty pathetic, I'll be honest.
Oh my gosh, 12 attacks.
Look, you got him though.
Yep.
That's the original.
I love it.
It just wasn't spectacular.
It's not his fault, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fights for the turn. I think we can go ahead and score it on up. We did do a baby area denial. That is just going to be 2 points there. And then Display of Might. We did it. That's going to be 4 points. Dun-da-da. Now, I will say, I'm much more excited to be looking at the Challenger cards than I was the Secret Missions.
Yes. Oh my goodness. This will be the first time that we actually get to play with them, so it's going to be super exciting. That said, however, I do have some command phase things to do before we jump into the cards.
Yes.
I will not be using my Shadow in the Warp, to no one's surprise.
Yeah.
I do, however, have a unit within 12 of my Neurolictor in the form of your Grey Hunters. So, Mr. Adrian, I would like for you to please take a Battle Shock test for me.
Here we go. Looking for a 6. Grey Hunters. Whoa, they're cowering.
They are shooketh. So now, you are -1 to hit while you're within 12 of my Neurolictor, and then I get +1 to wound against that unit because you are Battle Shock.
So good.
So I think that they are dead.
Dang it.
I hope that they're dead.
Yeah, I sure hope so too. Yeah, I have no interrupts, no strats, nothing.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I do need to be on that objective anyway. So that seems like a job for the Gene Stealers. Taking a look at these secondaries, Cull the Horde and Bring It Down. Cull the Horde has changed. Now you can score Cull the Horde if you're doing tactical, which of course we are today. You can score it off of a unit that has 13 plus models. Which includes now the attached units as well.
It's good. Good change.
It is a good change.
Luckily for you, I have a unit which satisfies that. It is in fact 21 models at the start of the game. It's the 20 Blood Claws with Ragnar. This is the pros. Coming out.
Look, I tried to do turn 1.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go back on turn 3 and try to finish the job. And then, of course, bring it down is just to kill the dreadnoughts. You have much dreadnoughts. I need to kill them anyway, so it seems fine.
Check out.
Now we have, of course, the Challenger card that we have drawn. Now this, of course, is the 2-part that we're talking about. You get a stratagem, or you have a secondary associated with it. The stratagem that I can use this turn is 0 command points at the start of my shooting phase, 1 unit from my army, excluding monsters and vehicles, that is not within engagement range of 1 or more enemy units, and then I can remove that model from the battlefield and then put it into strategic reserve. And then the secondary associated with it, or the...
Yeah. It is a new type of scoring.
That's not
Challenger scoring.
Okay.
It's not. It contributes to your 90 points, but it is technically its own category.
Perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
It breaks the board into 4 different zones. So you have your deployment zone, 6 inches of the center of the battlefield, no man's land, and then your opponent's deployment zone. I have to have a unit wholly within each one of those different areas, and then I get 1 point for each of those areas up to 3. So having a unit within 6 inches of the center, and then having a unit in no man's land, and then in my deployment zone, Adrian's deployment zone,
Amazing.
however I want to do it. But each one of those units can only ever contribute to one of the zones. So I can't have a unit be within 6 of the center also contribute for the one for no man's land. So it has to be 2 different for that. Really easy to do, I gotta be honest.
I'll take those 3 points.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I think all that's left to do here is to score primary. It's, again, only gonna be 5.
Oh man, we're keeping you down on those primaries.
Yes.
Oof.
But we're not out. We're down, but not out.
I mean, look, you're the challenger. You're challenging me.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge you.
It's exciting.
So I think with that, we can jump on in
Yeah.
to the movement. All right, just a quick little plan for the turn. We're gonna have the Von Rhein's Leapers and the Warrior Brick try to assault onto these Blood Claws, because we do need to kill them. I got Cola Horde. It's time to get crumpin'.
Let's go.
I'm gonna have the Exocrine and my Tyrant probably move towards the center to try to get line of sight onto your Dreadnought in the back there. Also try to get the Exocrine into the center, or within 6 of the center for my secondary, not secondary for this turn.
Makes sense.
Gene Stealers probably walk over to the Grey Hunters, and then potentially also have one of the Lictors that are over there to go onto the Grey Hunters as well, or just be on that objective, because you're going to want to kill my Gene Stealers very quickly,
I would love
think.
to.
And then I have a Lictor and a Moloch that have to come in at the end of my movement phase, because of course it's turn 3, which means I'll probably drop the Moloch here or something.
Do the thing.
Splash the mortals and then try to make a charge, inevitably fail, but it's fine. And then the Lictor I might stage for secondaries for a later turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's just get to it. Let's start with the Von Ryan's Leapers. Advancing, here we go.
Oh, they're hungry for it.
Wicked fast, so they're going 15.
Jeez.
Next up is the Warriors advancing. Here we go.
Warriors.
3. So they're gonna go 9.
Fenrisian Wolves with their D6 reactive move. Oh. Woof.
So when the Moloch shows up,
Okay.
he roughs on the ground, and he's gonna splash mortal wounds on everything within 12 inches of me.
That's amazing.
Now, I roll a dice for each unit within 12. On a 2 or 4, you take D3 mortal wounds. If I roll a 5+, you just take 3. So let's start with your Blood Claws here.
Blood Claws.
So 2 to 4 is D3.
Oh.
That's just flat 3.
Wow. Okay. Well, that'll kill one, and that'll wound one. Actually, it'll kill 2, because we have an injured guy.
Let's go ahead and hit Bajorn.
No.
Bajorn will also take flat 3.
5 of Philippines. We feel 2 of the pains.
Okay. And then let's go on to the Dreadnought in the corner. So this will be D3, which will be just 1.
Classic. 6 up.
Oh, okay. So we can just jump into the shooting phase then. Let's go ahead and start with Exocrine the first, shooting into your Grey Hunters. This is D6 plus 3, blast.
Blast them.
So it'd be 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
For 8, hitting you on 3s. Excellent. Not in range of the Tyrant, so no lethal here. And then these will wound you on 2s.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Wow.
so it's going to be 6 of them at AP 3.
6s.
Here we go.
You killed 5.
Yes, I did. The next Exocrine is going to go ahead and shoot at your Dreadnought across the way.
You wouldn't
Here
dare.
we go. D6 plus 3. It is
Okay.
6.
Good. It's good. It's
3,
good.
4, 5, and 6. Hitting you on 3s.
Yep.
6s will be lethal because
lethal.
of my Tyrant. Ooh.
Oh,
Lethal.
amazing.
And then
Six
your
right there.
toughness
9.
So need 3s here. Well, how about just 2 saves at AP 3?
Warp and Vuln because of my shield. Huh.
Ooh, that's 6 damage.
All right, we got feeling the pains here. Looking for sixes.
Sixes.
Ah, I had every advantage.
What if I tell you the Tyrant's going to do the same thing?
No.
So D3 shots plus 3, because he is the Warlord, of course.
Classic.
2s rerolling 1s now, because the Exocrine shot at you. And what if I said those are lethal?
I would believe you.
And then these will wound you on 4s. Strength 9, T9?
Yep.
So 3 saves, AP 3.
AP 3. 4s. Oh.
How about 9 more damage?
What? I really failed this guy. I'm so sorry, everyone. 6s. Hey, he's dead. He goes quietly.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
That was kind of wild.
Okay. I wasn't sure how I was going to bring it down.
Yeah. And
I just got it.
That was easy.
That was incredibly easy.
Made it look like no problem.
Yeah. Look, with that, I guess we could just charge now. So let's start with the Hive Tyrant.
Okay.
He's gonna go into these little dogs.
Yes. Let's do it. Hup, 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 hup. That's embarrassing.
Look, he is
Scared.
just gonna stare at you menacingly. I don't know.
That checks out.
So let's go with the Von Ryan sleepers.
Oh, the leaders.
Going into the Blood Claws.
Wow.
11.
You could be anywhere your heart desires.
I want to be away from Bajorn.
Yeah, I bet you do.
We'll go ahead and now jump into the Warriors.
Come out and play.
I think we're going to go into Blood Claws and Bjorn, mostly because we have to go into Bjorn. I don't think we can actually hit the Blood Claws without tagging up Bjorn. So
Correct.
let's just go for it. Here,
Big roll.
here we go.
Hip, hip.
Ooh, a 9. Look, a 9 will do it.
Oh my gosh, this guy. This guy.
Here we go with the Gene Stealers and 2 Grey Hunters.
Here we go.
Ooh, 7.
Nice. Big combats this turn. Fight o'clock.
5 o'clock. For my first combat, we're going to go ahead and start with the Warriors.
Ooh, okay.
We're going to try to put as many attacks into the Blood Claws as I can. I'm also going to spend 1 command point for Surprise Assault.
Surprise. I don't like it.
So this will, of course, make Adrian take a Battle Shock test. I'm going to select the Blood Claws. You take a Battle Shock test, I get +1 to hit. If you fail the Battle Shock test, I get +1 to wound.
It would be really bad if I failed this right now.
I need you to fail this
I
right
would
now.
love to interrupt you. 6.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we're good.
I still get +1 to hit, and I am
Yes.
twin linked.
That's big.
I just don't get the +1 to wound, but again, twin link kind of helps to negate that. So let's start with the Warriors.
Come out and play.
And I will have sustained as well.
Aw, you too. You're just like a Wolfguard battle leader.
And I will choose to reroll 1s to hit. So I have 1 model that has to fight into Bjorn, which means I'm going to have 30 attacks from the Warriors into the Blood Claws. This is the first half of them. So hitting you on 2s, rerolling 1s. 6s are sustained.
I hate this. Bring it on.
Rerolling 1s.
Showing it off, I see.
6s are sustained.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And then these are strength 6 technically because of Synapse. It won't really matter. These are winning on 3s or rerolling for twin link.
it is not too shabby.
A few moments later.
15 more.
31 saves at AP 2. And don't worry, I have a character fight after this.
No. Here's the first 16. So we will take 10 wounds. And then the second,
Okay.
5s, another 10.
So it's 20. So I
So
kill
it's 10 guys.
10 guys.
Whoa.
Okay.
10 guys down.
And then here is the prime. 2s rolling 1s.
Okay.
6s are sustained. So that
Nice.
misses. This is sustained. These are wound you on 3s. He is not twin linked though.
Gotcha.
That is going to be 5. These are only AP 1. However, they are 2 damage.
Ooh, scary. Let's go. 4s. 2 more guys.
So 12 total.
12 dead.
That was big.
Terrifying.
I still have 6 more attacks onto Bjorn.
Let's do it.
So let's finish that really quick. 2s rolling 1s.
Okay.
Excellent. No sustain. And then he's wound you on 5s. Twin linked. Twin linked. So you're going to have 5 at AP 2 onto Bjorn.
You got it. This is going to be 4s. Ugh.
All just 1 damage.
Oh, perfect. And then 5s. Takes 2.
Okay.
Down to 4.
Already?
Bing! 12 guys. All right. Excuse me. It's my time to fight. I'm going to spend 2 CP to interrupt. Boom. Do I want to spend a CP to reroll all my failed hits?
Ooh.
I
Damn, I do.
think so. Let's do it. We'll spend it. This is going to be Champion's Guidance, shooting or fight phase. Pick a Space Wolf's character unit that has not been selected to shoot or fight. Reroll, hit roll. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
amazing
good. Checks
strat.
out.
So, of course, we are going to start with our little attacks. So we've got 2 sets of chainswords. This is going to be on 3s. This is everything into the Von Ryan's Leapers.
Yeesh.
Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. Not sustained. Let's go. 3s.
Rerolling?
Nice. Re-rolling.
Okay.
Amazing.
And these are 5s?
5s, re-rolling. Okay. Try again. Oh,
It was one of them was
so
it?
2 at AP1.
2 at AP1, so this would be 5s. Here we go. Made one, failed one.
Perfect.
1 is down to 2.
I love it. And then we have the sergeant with the power sword. Re-rolling. Very sad. 4 up to 5, so 4s now. 1 at AP2.
6 up. Nope.
That's
One
a lot
guy
worse.
down to 1.
No. But then Ragnar Blackmane comes in to save us from ourselves. Ragnar, of course, 8 attacks plus 3 from the twist. Going in. This is 2s, re-rolling, sustained. Huh.
Rerolling.
Yeah,
oh,
Ragnar,
sustained.
baby.
Oh.
Let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And here, this is going to be strength 6, so 3s, re-rolling. Oh, try again.
Oh,
That's what we say. That's what we say. Huh. Amazing.
Now, how many? What's the damage on his weapon?
They're only 2, so
Okay,
that's not good
okay,
for me.
okay.
They are AP3, so take it to your info. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
12, he says.
He's fantastic.
12, he says. On 8
Fantastic.
attacks, he says.
Yeah, no problem.
6 up infuls. Here we go. 6s. Oh, that's not good.
I mean,
so the guy's already wounded, so he's dead, and there are 2 damage each. So,
Yep.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are dead. So I have 1 remaining.
Okay.
Ooh,
Well, we're trading blows here.
that's brutal. Leaper time. Here we go. Hitting you on the 3s. Dream is immediately dead. This will wound you on 3s.
Yep.
Wow. 2.
Whoa.
These are AP1.
AP1, so 4s. Oh, dice filter. Yeah.
1 wound.
Big wound.
Okay. All right, so this is the first half of the Gene Store attacks into the Grey Hunters. 2s, reeling 1s.
You got it.
Re-roll the 1s. And then this wounds you on 3s, because I have +1 strength for Synapse.
Ooh.
Re-roll the 1s, because we are on objective.
Yep.
And 6s are dev.
Wow.
So that's 6 devs so far.
Okay. 5s. Okay. 5s. Okay. 5s. Dead. And then how many mortals was that?
6.
Oh, you're dead. No! My boastful boy.
Gene Stealers, hey.
Yeah, they can do the work. Fantastic. That takes us to Mr. Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Let's see if we can fight his way free of the shackles of this oppression. So Bjorn is going to go ahead and be 6 attacks with True Claw. Hits on 2s. Let's go. Into the Warriors. Nice. I'm going to, of course, use my detachment ability to reroll this. Nice. Strength 12.
2s, I think it's safe to say.
I think it is. Oh, no. We will, that's it.
Warriors don't have a nimble save, and they have a 4-up save. I assume you're more than AP2.
No, only AP2, actually.
Oh, okay. So I got 6s. I made 1. Damn.
Curse you. 3 damage.
Okay, so you killed 2.
Yeah. He's pretty good into here.
Yeah. Okay, so that will conclude the fight phase. So we can take it to scoring for the end of the turn. For my secondaries, I did actually get Bring It Down, and we didn't mention this at the beginning, but Bring It Down has changed for tactical. Nice. Now it's just if you kill any vehicle, any amount of them, 1, 7, 3, it doesn't matter, you score 4 points. So I will get 4 points for Bring It Down. Call the Horde, I was just a hair shy.
You were actually really
I was
close.
very, very close, but unfortunately no cigar. I am actually going to discard Goldo Horde just because Adrian could play keep away with this unit for the rest of the game pretty effectively, and I don't want to be stuck with the secondary. Yep. So I will discard it for an extra CP. So for my challenger card, I'm going to be getting 3 additional points as well.
Beautiful. And those we'll just put in a separate slot for now, and they'll contribute to the points at the end. Perfect. With that, at the end of the turn, I'm going to pick up my scouts, as always. Boop. And we will just take it over to the Spacha Wolves. It's battle round 4, and things are heating up. Oh my goodness. We have Tyranid in our lines. They've pushed us back on the right-hand front, so really we've got a lot to contend with. We do still have some good tools available to us, so let's see what we can do. We, of course, can take a look at, do we have a challenger? A new challenger appears. It's still Brian.
It's still me. we're still kicking.
So you'll get that extra card.
Yeah.
We're already seeing those points come into play. So pretty interesting stuff.
Yep.
Of course, let us know in the comments below what you think about it. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some cards and see what we need to do. Looks like Assassination and Cleanse. Cleanse is, it's not ideal because I need to do actions on objectives outside my deployment zone. Good news is we can get 5 points if we do it on 2 of them. And we do have little things like the Lieutenant and the Wolves, so still options there. As far as Assassination goes, we've got the Broodlord in the far back corner with the Headhunters potentially ready to go in. And on this side, of course, we have the Winged Tyranid Prime, so not too shabby targets for that. We're gonna go into Battle Shock now. We're already on past this game, so we're just gonna have to roll a sweet 6 with Ragnar.
Oh, come on, fail,
and the
fail,
boys.
fail, 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 fail.
Oh,
okay.
You can't keep Ragnar down. That's what's up.
You will have the wolves also, and they are at -1 for the Death Leaper.
No, I don't like that. They're fine.
They're fine.
I need a 9. Let's go. Oh, if it wasn't for the Death Leaper.
Close, but no cigar.
They sense something is wrong. Something is not right. So they are battle shocked in the middle there. I think that's it. So scoring up some primary. Let's see what we have. I am holding 1 in the middle, so 5 points. I'm not holding more than Brian, obviously, so just 5 on primary. Nicely done there.
Now it's your turn for 5s.
I know.
And my turn for 15s.
I don't like it. I don't
Hopefully.
like it. Yeah. Perfect. So we do need to pick an Oath of Moment target.
Oh, the moment.
Oath of Moment. Let's see what we need to do. Plan for the turn. For cleansing, we've got the wolves that are going to go ahead and scooch into the middle, and then we have the lieutenant with combi weapon scooching onto this left-hand objective to cleanse. Bjorn is unfortunately going to have to fall back so that I can charge in with the other dreadnoughts. We'll bring up Murderfang as well as the Wolfen Dread. In the middle, we are going to go ahead and run out our head takers. I would love to reach our target here, but with the reactive move, it's just very, very, very dubious. So what we can do is we're going to give them advance and charge for a CP. So that way, no matter what reactive moves happen, I still have some options to be able to go into something else. So we will do that. Oath of Moment target is a little bit difficult this turn. I think I'm just going to focus on killing these Tyranid warriors because they need to die.
Yep, makes sense.
Big advance on the head takers. Let's go.
Here's the one. Here we go.
Ooh.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Would you like to reactive move, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 command points. This will allow me to reactive move 2 units that are invader units. So it'll be the Gene Stealers and then also the Nero Lictor.
Yeah.
You're gonna charge the Death Leaper, but he fights pretty good, and he fights first, so I think we'll take that.
I'm actually going to go ahead and retreat Ragnar because your fight first is going to be quite scary. So we will retreat for now
Coward.
to the safety of this wall. And the scouts are coming back in the backfield where they can get some shots off on the Tyranid warriors. Shooting phase, we have some little shots to do. Let's go ahead and start off with just
The 2 of us.
the 2 of us. It's going to be Heavy Flamer and Stormbolter from Murderface into the Von Ryan's Leaper. D6
Ooh.
shots with the Heavy Flamer. Oh, come on.
Did you get from calling him Murder
It's
Face?
so true. 4. We all know that's his real name. Bolter on 4s because stealth. Nice. Wounded on 5s. Oh, you know what? I'll reroll the hit. Perfect. And then wounding. And that's it. 1.
I'll take a damage.
Yeah. All right. And then the other dread is going to go ahead and do his Heavy Flamer. 3 shots. Okay. Let's go. Ooh, 3 AP, 1 ignore cover.
5s.
Whoa! Come on.
Down to 1, baby.
Oh, it's so awkward.
I'm gonna make you work for it.
You are so making me work for it. I hate it. Okay, we'll move on with our lives. We're going to do shooting over here, scouts into the Tyranid warriors. We'll start with the big old missile launcher. This is a 4, Oath of Moment.
Oh, the moment.
Nice. Wounds on a 2. Nice. There you go. Yep.
But I have cover for my enhanced cemente.
Nice.
So I need a 5 here.
Okay.
Oh.
D6. Let's
It's
go.
a 1. It's a 1. It's a 1. Oh, that's just as good.
I'll tell you what, Brian. Because I've completed my saga, I can
Oh, you can
reroll
reroll it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 1. Oh,
Nice.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. We'll throw the sniper on in. Let's go. 4. Oh, Oath of Moment. Oath him. Nice. Wounding. Yeah. Maybe 2 here, down to 1.
Down to 1 because I have cover for my enhancement.
I'm gonna put it on your character.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. And shotguns. Let's go.
The shotgun.
2 shotguns real quick. They hit. Win on 5s. That's it.
Cool.
Cool. You know what? No complaints there. So that's that there. We're going to cleanse with the wolves, cleanse with the lieutenant with combi weapon. And that's it. We're just going to get charging. Wolf and Dread into warriors. Nice.
9.
Murderface.
Yep.
Going on in. Same thing.
I'm sure you're within 3. I'm sure you're within 3.
Okay. Headhunters. I'm not gonna go for the 9, tempting as it is. So we're gonna just go for
Death Leaper.
Death Leaper.
Sounds good. Good thing you didn't try for the 9.
Yeah, that's it for the charges. We're going to the fight phase. Any abilities you want to use right now? So we've got fight first with Mr. Death Leaper.
Yeah, so the Death Leaper, when he goes to fight, I will go ahead and surprise! I'm going to surprise assault yet again. So 1 CP, Adrian has to take a battle shock test. Now you are at -1 for this battle shock test because the Death Leaper, he's quite spooky.
Perfect.
So just don't fail.
Checks out. Ha! Yeah!
No.
We're good.
Okay, so the Death Leaper will fight. He's got 6 attacks. Now Adrian was quite clever. I can't see your character.
Yes.
Which means I can't precision the character.
Okay,
so here we go. Just 6 attacks hitting you on 2s.
Let's go, head takers.
Okay. Then these are strength 8 in synapse.
Toughness 4,
So wounding on 2s here.
Big inflection point.
We're gonna have 5 of them. These are AP 2 for 2 damage each.
Beautiful. Now I have my shields, because Mel is wise when she built these. 4 pinballs. Let's go. Oh no.
Okay.
You said 2 each?
2 each, yeah.
All right, so that'll ice a guy and take a guy down to 1 wound.
Okay.
It's time for Murderfang to strike from the shadows. He has 8 attacks, hitting on 3s, sustained, twin link, 3 damage. And because you're the oath target, re-rolling everything. Oh yeah, let's go. 3s. Oh,
Re-rolling. Oh, sustain.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
sustain.
goodness. You're cooked. So 3 back in. This is going to be strength 14.
Okay, yeah.
So 2's re-rolling. That's it.
Okay. These are AP
4, 6, 8, 10, AP2.
only AP2, huh? So unfortunately, the Prime does not have an invul
weird.
save, so it's
Yeah.
all just 6s here.
Okay.
And it's all 3 damage, you said, huh?
Yeah.
Well, not a few, but
That's very good.
that's a warrior. That's a warrior. That's a warrior. That is mega dead character.
Wow.
Wow,
That's amazing.
Okay, so that's all the warriors down.
And Murderfang completes the boast. Headhunters are piling on in. Let's go. Let's go. Off to the woods we goes. The Wolf Guard head taker is activating for the first time on 3s here. Let's see
See
it.
it?
Hooah! Beautiful. We'll use our 1 reroll here. Yeah.
Not bad.
And then we are strength 5.
So you need 5s here.
+1 to wound from the Wolf Priest. They're back, baby. So 4s. Let's go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That was great. Wow.
AP2 for 2. These are all 4 multiple saves.
No problem.
I will take 4 damage. I'm down to 3.
What the heck?
Okay.
What?
Look, you can't mess with a Death Leaper, Adrian. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Death Leaper, Flesh Cave. That leaves us with the Crozius Arcanum, classic. 2s here.
Yeah, talk about classic.
Classic. And then this is strength 6, so still 4s. Let's go.
You're +1 to wound though, right?
Yes.
So 3s.
Oh, love it. 2 saves,
Perfect.
AP1.
AP1.
Just 4s.
Either way is 4 saves.
You just have to make 1 to live. Oh my gosh. I said just 1, Ryan. Just 1.
But I gave you 2.
Oh, I don't want any. Wow. Luckily, we killed it over here because that was an embarrassing.
That was pretty tragic.
That was an embarrassment of assassination.
Yeah, definitely.
That turn did not go how I expected it to, but it is at an end, so we can go ahead and score it on up. We did get a big 5 on cleanse and a big 5 on assassinate. Not too bad for a day's work. We'll see if Brian wants to pick anything up before we go into the bottom 4.
I don't think I do. Everything's in a pretty okay spot right now. And I'm not outside of 3 inches of anybody over there, so I can't actually pick up the Bon Ryan.
Checks out. Well, with that, let's take it over to bottom of 4.
Tyranids.
All right, let's see some cards, shall we?
Let's do it. Ooh, okay. So storm hostile objective and recover assets. Storm hostile objective, pretty simple, straightforward. I need to take an objective that Adrian controlled at the start of this turn. And then recover assets is similar to how it was previously, where I need to do an action in each of the 3 zones, or at least 2 of the 3 zones. However, now it completes at the end of my turn, or the end of the battle, whichever comes first, which means I don't have to wait and lose my units and then not be able to score the secondary. So incredible change. I love the change to the secondary very much.
Great.
And then as far as me getting Challenger card, for the stratagem, in my shooting or fight phase, I can get reroll hits and wounds of 1 on a unit when it goes to activate.
That's solid.
And then for the scoring purposes for this card, I just need to have 1 unit of my army that is more than 15 inches away from all other units in my army. It completes immediately.
That's it?
And I score 3 points.
What?
Yep. So it is an action, so I will have to do an action with a unit somewhere on the table, but there's no restriction as to where.
They can't recover as well.
Right. So
oh my god.
That's pretty doable.
Why didn't they just say, hey, Have 3 points.
Just have
If you're
3
down
points.
by some points, have some points.
Continuing on the command phase, I do have a Neurolictor that's close to your Headhunter, so we'll have them take a battle shock. Of course, this is at a -1 because the Death Leaper is still alive and kicking.
Let's do this. We got a 7, no problem.
Oh, you're shooketh.
Shaken, stirred, +1 to wound against me now too, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
And then I have a battle shock to take with said Death Leaper. Now I don't really need to auto pass just because you have no OC anymore. So let's just roll it. Oh, and I am in synapse range. Not that it matters, but
Yeah, why not?
we're good.
Yeah.
Now scoring my primary, I do hold 1 in No Man's Land and 2 in No Man's Land, but
Nice.
not more than Adrian. So it's going to be 10 on the primary for Brian this turn. And I believe that's all the command phase things to do because we're not shadowing in the warp. So I guess we can just jump into movement.
We're killing it. Take it away.
Okay, so the plan for the turn then. I need to deal with these Headhunters pretty badly. So I think that's a job for the Gene Stealers. I of course can fall back and still charge with all of my invasion stuff. So Death Leaper probably falls back. That way I can shoot with Exocrine over here or potentially even Exocrine here. I just want to kill them, so that's
you
a
gotta
job
go
for the
with them.
Gene Stealers to clean up. I'll probably have the Mawlock come this direction, the Tyrant also come this direction, just so I can steal this objective, because they are OC8 combined, and then they can also beat up on one of these Dreadnoughts potentially.
Wow.
Have Lictor do recover here, but I think actually what I will end up doing is have the Exocrine just go back into my deployment zone to recover in my deployment zone, have them move 15 inches away from everybody else, so that way they can do the action to give me 3 points, because that's pretty good.
Yep.
And everything else is kind of dead, so I think that's going to be the plan for the turn. Heading into my shooting phase, as I mentioned before, we're going to have the Lictor and my Exocrine in the back go ahead and recover assets for me. We're going to have the Graggles establish comms, which is my Challenger card, secondary that I have to do. And then we'll actually shoot guns now. So we'll do the Exocrine. The only thing you can actually see is those 2 dogs. So we're going to shoot dogs. And then we're going to go ahead and do the Tyrant now, shooting into the Dreadnought in front of me.
Yeah, Wolf and Dread, let's do it.
It's 3 plus D3 shots because of the twist. So 6 shots.
The twist!
6 shots. Here we go. Hitting on 2s. That's a lethal. And then this will wound you on 4s. T9.
T9.
So 2 of them at AP 3.
Yeah.
3 damage.
Okay. I'll take that.
Okay.
Down to 5.
So that's going to be all the guns.
Uh-huh.
So we can just take it right into the charging. So we're going to start with the Tyrant going into this front Dreadnought here.
Come on.
Here we go.
Get in there.
9.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Beautiful.
And because that worked out, we're actually probably not going to charge in the Trigon or the Mawloc. Because I don't want Murderfang to murder this Mawloc. Next up, we're going to have the Death Leaper go back in. Ooh, it's an 8. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Boo. And then last, but certainly not least, is going to be the Gene Stealers into the Headhunters as well.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I'm right in front of you.
Wow.
Von Ryan's Leaper into Murderfang.
All right.
Here we go. 7.
Nice. Very interesting. Okay.
Starting it off with the Tyrant into your Dreadnought. So this will be 9 attacks because, of course, the twist says just have more attacks.
So good.
Hitting you on 2s. Excellent. No rerolls to speak of.
Got some lethals.
No, that's only for shooting.
Oh, okay.
I am, however, strength 10 within Synapse, and I'm twin linked.
Oh,
3s re-rolling.
You'll need it.
Okay, so it's going to be 6. And these are AP 2, but they are 3 damage each.
Oh, looking for 4s here.
Ooh, that's 9 damage.
9. We'll get some feel of pains. 6s.
6s.
Hup, hup. Oh, man, if you hadn't gotten those shots in earlier, you would have survived.
Yeah,
As it is, he goes down,
quietly into the night.
right?
Next up is the Von Ryan's Leaper into Murderfang. Here we go.
Bring it on.
Hitting you on 3s.
Okay.
And then winning you on 5s.
5s.
So 1 at AP 1.
A 3. Oh,
Ooh.
he'll take 1 damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Murderfang!
Moving on to the Death Leaper.
Yes.
Here we go. Hitting you
got.
on 2s.
Like 4 head takers.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I'll be wounding you on 3s here.
Yeah.
I will start on your character because I
Sounds
have
fantastic.
precision.
Precision.
These are AP 2 for 2.
4 up. He's good. 4 up. He's good. 4 up. He takes it.
2 damage. Excellent.
2 left.
Now we will jump over to the Gene Stealers. I will spend 1 commander point to give my whole unit precision.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I really
gosh.
don't want this guy to live.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what? Let's start with a Broodlord. These wound you on 3s, twin linked.
You got it.
6s are devastating.
My gosh.
So let's start on the character.
Beautiful.
There will be 5 saves to make total,
fantastic.
and then dev. So first one.
4, he's good. 4, he's good. 4, he's dead.
Excellent.
It's close.
So you have 2 more. These are AP2.
You got it. These are 4 up invulns. Kills the wounded guy.
And then 2 dev.
So we'll kill 2 guys.
And here is the first half of the Gene Stealers.
Beautiful.
2s rolling 1s. And then these are strength 5 in synapse, and I'm actually +1 to wound because you're battle shocked near a Neurolictor.
2s.
So 2s.
Amazing.
Wow. 3 rolling 1s because we're on objective. 6s are devastating, and these are all AP2.
Perfect.
And by all, I mean 3, 6, 9, 10 of them.
4 up invulns. That is the squad. No, head takers.
Yes.
Murder Fang going on into your little Von Ryan's Leaper. Let's go. Ooh.
You could use a reroll.
I will reroll 1.
Yeah, you will.
Sustained.
Sustain.
2s.
2s.
Amazing.
These are AP2.
They are indeed. Looking for 6s.
6s.
Just 5 of them.
Crazy, he's dead.
5 phase done. Shall we scoring on up?
Yeah, let's do it. So going to the scoring, I will be getting 4 points for Storm Hostile Objective.
Nice.
I'll be getting 3 points for Recover Assets. And then I'll be getting 3 additional points for my Challenger card.
So good. And I will, of course, pick up my scouts once more time. Top of 5, the final battle round. Let's see what we gotta do.
Don't go anywhere, Adrian.
Oh, no.
Don't do anything.
No.
Don't move. Don't breathe. Don't do anything. It's Shadow in the Warp time.
No, I hate Shadow in the Warp.
Now, everything will have to take a Battle Shock test.
Yes.
The only minuses are going to come from being within range of Synapse.
Okay.
So anything that's within range of my Tyrant here is going to be at -1, and then I don't think anything's within 6 of the Neurolictor, but everything else just has to take a Battle Shock normally.
Sounds fantastic. We'll start with the wolves in the back here, looking for an 8. They're shocked.
Woo!
Ooh, Ragnar and the gang.
Oh.
They need a 6 is good
6 is
because they're
good.
outside of the 6. Oh, thank goodness. This is Murder Fang.
And this says at a -1.
So looking for a 7.
7. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
long hair, don't care. Bjorn.
Bjorn.
Outside of the 6. Still shocked.
Shooketh. Shooketh.
The wolves here looking for a 9. Good.
Okay.
They're brave little wolves. The lieutenant looking for a 6. Shaken.
Shooketh.
Oh my goodness. And then the infiltrators in the back. Huh. A 6. They're good.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so the lieutenant with calming weapon, Bjorn, and the wolves.
Not bad.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Interesting. Now, what you also done is you're taking me off of everything in the middle.
Yeah. I told you I was playing for the second half of the game.
Look, you really did. Now, despite this back-breaking move, you are still going to be the challenger.
Yeah.
The system works, clearly. So we'll get that card, of course, in your command phase.
Yep.
Primary is going to be very simple. It's nothing. I get nothing. I don't hold any in the middle. I don't hold more than you. So we're good there. I want to see some cards.
Let's do it.
Extended battle lines and behind enemy lines. Okay, this is actually totally fine. So extend battle lines, same as always, hold my home and hold something in the middle. We're going to try our best to do that. And behind enemy lines, this is what our scouts have been waiting for the entire game. It is, of course, 3 points for having a unit inside of your opponent's deployment zone, 4 points if you can have 2 of them. I'll just take the scouts, that's good enough for me. Perfect. So playing for the turn, I think I do need to make sure I flip this middle objective. I have the 5 wolves, which have OC because they're next to a character unit. So I think we'll be able to move them on out, blocking off the Neurolictor from reactive moving onto the point. And then on this flank, I'm going to go ahead and send in Bjorn, Murderfang, Ragnar, and we're just going to try to shred these monsters that are remaining here. I think that's going to give us the best shot at success as we go into the bottom of 5. We have to pick our Oath of Moment target, and this is going to be the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
It's probably not the Moloch. Famous last words. Cool. That's going to be it for me. Let's get moving. That's going to be it for movement. Let's get a little bit of shooting done. Let's go ahead and start off with the scouts in the back into the Gene Stealers. Curse you. Let's go. So we're going to do sniper. Oh, let's go. Huh. He hits.
Oh.
Beautiful. On a 4. Nothing. I'll use my reroll. Yeah. Inky 2 for 2. You don't care?
We're good.
Dang it. And then the frag, it is 3 plus 2 for blast. Woo-choo! Beautiful. And then winning on 4s, 2 saves.
Here we go. Make one, fail one.
Nicely done. Heavy Flamer into the Moloch. 2 shots. Nothing. Bjorn, same thing. 2 shots. We got 1, AP 1.
We're good.
All right. And then the Assault Cannon, same thing. Re-rolling, because Oath. And then really we're looking for 6s for dead here. Nothing. Beautiful. That's all the shooting worth doing. It's charge o'clock, baby.
Ooh, let's do it.
Let's start with Murder Fang into the Hive Tyrant.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Let's go. This is going to be Bjorn into the Moloch. Nice. And then Ragnar into the Moloch as well. Get in there. Lieutenant charging into the X screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
7.
I'm not going to worry about his attacks. I'm just trying to tag you up. If you'd like to try to stomp me, though, feel free.
Yeah, I think I will. He's hitting you on 3s. I hit you all the times.
Nice.
He's winning you on 3s. I wounded you all the times.
What if I just died here?
There's no AP.
Oh, takes 2.
2 damage.
5 up Philippines. He takes 2. Beautiful. We're going to start with Ragnar, of course, going into the Moloch. I'll spend a CP to give him lethal hits.
Oh, lethal.
That's a new one we haven't tried out yet. So on 2s, sustained, lethal.
Is this the first time that he's charged?
Yes. We'll use our reroll here. Nice. So we got 2 lethal sustains. Beautiful. Now this is 5s here, but rerolling everything because he's supercharged.
Rolling.
Wow. Let's go. No. So 5, 6, 7.
And what's the AP here?
AP 3, my friend.
Woo!
2 damage each.
6s.
14?
Would you believe that's exactly how many wounds he has?
Yeah, Ragnar! Get him out of here. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. Would you like to interrupt, sir?
Oh, yeah. So I will spend 1 command point because the Tyrant says I get to do it cheaper, and
So
we will
true.
interrupt and fight into the Dreadnought.
Murder Fang to you, sir.
No. It's the Dreadnought. So this will be 9 attacks because we're cool. Hitting on 2s, and then winning you on 3s twin linked.
Love it.
And then 3s twin linked.
Yep.
Twin
Ooh, good thing.
linked.
Use those rerolls.
Okay.
Jesus. 3, 6, 8.
And these are AP 2, but they're 3 damage each.
Yeah. 4 up stage. Let's go. Okay. So that would be
12 damage.
12 damage. I have 7 wounds, but I do have a 6 of Philippines.
Yeah, you do. Just roll a bunch of 6s.
This is fine. This is fine. 6s! I mean, hey, it was 10.
Do you blow up?
Not only do I blow up, but I can fight on death.
Oh.
So first we'll see if I blow up, and then if I fight through the explosion. Do I explode? Yes! Everyone gets a mortal wound. Bjorn doesn't feel the pain. He takes it. Ragnar's buddy just dies. And the real question is, do I fight on death on a 4+? Come on. Mwah! Murder face! Ah! No! No!
You knew that was never going to happen.
I was so excited for it to maybe happen.
All right, time for Bjorn.
Bjorn, let's go.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bonesaw is ready. 2s. Okay, lethal.
Lethal.
Strength 12.
So 3s.
3s. And I'll use my 1 reroll.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, champions. Oh, nice. That's great. That is 6 at AP 2. 3 damage each.
4 up.
Fours.
Here we go.
Oh.
You said 3 each?
Yes.
I will look. I'm gonna see through one of these. I'd be crazy not to.
You're not gonna. He's going down.
So here's the reroll. Here we go.
True claw. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, but do I explode?
That's a boast.
Here we go.
Oh. Australian explosion?
Okay. Down goes the Tyrant.
And that, folks, is all she wrote for this turn. Scoring it on up. We're going to get a big 4 points now on Extend, and we're going to get a small behind enemy lines for 3 points. With that, we'll ask Brian for the final time this turn. Do you want to pick anyone up?
I do not think I will.
With that, let's take it over to the 5th and final turn.
Tyranids. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at these secondaries. Oh, okay. So defend stronghold and sabotage. So defend stronghold, I just have to hold my home objective to the end of the game. 3 points. We all know it. We all hate it. Sabotage, do an action in a piece of terrain outside of my deployment zone for 3 points, 6 points if it's an agent's deployment zone. And then for the challenger card, this one, again, as we've seen, it's pretty good for the secondary scoring. However, let's start with the strat.
Sure.
So
do
in
it.
your shooting or your fight phase, one unit from your army that has not been selected to shoot or fight this phase, until the end of the phase, weapons equipped by models in your unit have hazardous, and your choice of lethal or sustain.
There it is.
Which is pretty cool.
That's fun.
But let's take a look at how we score points on
Okay,
this card,
I'm
because
scared.
this one's pretty spicy.
I'm a little
Okay,
nervous.
it's really hard to do.
Yeah?
So let's keep that in mind. When end of your turn. So what do you have to do? For each objective marker you control, 1 victory point, up to 3. So hold 3 objectives, get 3 points. Incredibly difficult
Why?
because I'm losing, Adrian.
I'm losing. Oh, someone has to lose in Warhammer, people. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. You think you can manage that?
I'll try. I'm not sure, not 100%
Fair,
sure.
you know
Like I
what?
said, it's very difficult to do. So we'll have to see. Continuing on the command phase, I do have the Neurolictor. I'm going to try to battle shock your dogs in the center.
Oh, this is big. So
There's no minuses or anything, so you just get to do your normal ones because you're outside of 6 of the Death Leaper.
if I fail this, you'll flip the point.
Yeah.
And you're gonna automatically hold 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Let's see it. I'm not worried. It's just Nate.
Oh, okay.
we live to fight
now
another day.
I have to try?
Yeah, you gotta come fight
Oh,
me.
so lame.
That was actually like that was it right there.
Okay. So I guess the plan for the turn in that case is I'll have the Geniuses run over to the objective in the middle to try to kill off these dogs. I'll have either the Death Leaper go to that objective or the Exocrine. I'll have one of the two go to the middle objective or the Neurolictor Reaper. It doesn't really matter. But basically, I just need to get this objective off Adrian, and then if I can do that, I think we are pretty set and squared with the points.
Honestly, yeah, that will be for the win if you can manage that. Let's see if you can do it.
Yeah, so let's jump right into the movement then. I will start off with the Jinxers. They're going to run, or excuse me, advance. So they're going to go, ooh, big ol' 6. So 14, huh?
Very good.
Yeah, I think this is fine.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
Gosh, I will try to reactive run away.
Yep.
Just trying to keep my puppers alive.
Yep.
On this objective, and hope that Brian pulls a Brian on the charge. All right, now my puppers are going to try to run away. A reactive move. Huh. Oh, 6. Oh, that's big.
pretty good.
That's amazing. Now I'm not leaving the objective. Don't you worry, a little head.
Oh no, I was never worried.
Running all the way to the very back. All right, Battle Shock.
Battle Shock on Death Leaper, we are good.
Ooh, close call though.
Yeah,
Close
very,
call.
very close.
Nice. Beautiful.
So he'll walk over this direction beyond this objective and then also sabotage for me.
Yes.
I'll run the Exocrine in the back. Ooh.
Nice,
So we're just gonna have him bloop, and then just touch the objective here.
Yeah, there it is.
And then I guess now the Neurolictor can try to dogpile onto these dogs as well, so he'll also advance.
Amazing.
Just to make sure that I can get models into combat. And I guess I'll do the same with the Lictor. He'll advance as well. Okay, good. Go 9.
Classic.
Let's jump into the charges. Let's start with the most important one to me.
If you make this, you're just gonna ice them. I'm just gonna pick up those dogs and you win the game.
Yeah.
If you fail it,
You're gonna laugh at me.
victory is actually in my grasp.
Yeah, and I will just go home.
So let's see it. Can you make a 7?
7. Look,
Come
here
on.
we go. G-Stealers.
Big money, big money.
Here we go. G-Stealers. Spend the CP. Here we go.
Brian.
Yeah.
Ah, no! That's it. That's it. It's over.
Amazing.
You'll make the charge. You're in there. They have a 6-up save. Nothing against you.
Yep,
so,
yep.
I think we can score it up, but that's
I think
honestly
so.
the determining factor there. So with that, you will have taken me off the center, which means you're going to hold 3 in the middle and hold more than me.
Yes, so that would give me 15 on the primary.
Beautiful.
I will also get 3 points on sabotage, 3 points on defend, and 3 points for my challenger card.
Curse you, challenger cards. Oh, wow. And that, folks, is going to be the game. Tyranids.
Tyranids.
Take it by just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
You might even say, what was this? You were 6 points up?
I was 6 points up.
9 challenger points this game?
9 challenger points this game.
There it is.
There it is.
Very, very interesting. It's cool to shake things up. I like the polishes that they've done on some of the key secondaries.
Yep.
Not sure about the challenge cards, but open.
I think
to
they're
it.
very silly.
6 points is not enough. 6 points is you miss 1 secondary, and your opponent now gets extra points, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was never really all that far out of the game.
No.
Even when you were up by like 20 points, I was like, this is not actually that bad, you know? Because I went second for 1.
Yeah. You know what it might do, in fact? Going second, we're big fans of here on the channel.
Yeah.
The thing about going second is you score your points at the end, which means you're going to spend most of the game down on the points.
Yeah.
Which gives you
It's just a win
challenger
more condition. Yeah, what exactly what we saw here, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. Let us know, of course, in the comments below. This is literally our first game with the new missions. So by the time this comes out, we'll be just about to do our live game, and maybe we'll have a bit more practice. But it's very much first impressions here. So curious what you all think. First game with the new wolves too. I loved them. They were awesome. I was really impressed. Really, actually, even by just the regular units. The Blood Claws with Ragnar, the
Grey Hunters. Yeah.
They were awesome. So I'm very excited. Mel is feverishly building up and painting up all the new ones. So we thought we'd play some of the old school ones today while that is happening. And it's going to be a blast. So hopefully you'll enjoy the future games we have with them. But I'm very excited for this new book. Again, let us know in the comments below what do you think about them. And of course, we want to thank today's sponsor, the Baron of Dice. As always, thank you for sponsoring our content and making all of this possible. Be sure to check out the link down below. You can, for now, get 15% off all your Baron of Dice purchases while they are in the anniversary sale that is going until the 25th of May. So, about to end. Check it out down below. Get your own Space Wolf dice or perhaps some disgusting bug dice. With that, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you, we appreciate you, and we'll catch you all next time on the tabletop. Bye!